Tijuana government reeling, over 100 members of Migrant Caravan arrested on criminal charges. Ever since the Central American Migrant Caravan embarked on its journey to the United States, there have been debates, mainly between the liberals and right, regarding the people who are part of the caravan. Liberals insist that the migrants are people who are desperately trying to escape violence and poverty. On the other hand, many believe that these people aren't as innocent as they seem to be, and this has been proven on several occasions, for instance when migrants from the caravan confessed charges against them in their home country. Thousands of Central American migrants have arrived in the border city of Tijuana, and while liberals insist that anyone who speaks ill of the migrants is a racist, more and more evidence is provided to prove the opposite. Now, Tijuana residents are starting to question the open border narrative, and with a good reason. El Sol de Tijuana reported Friday that 127 migrants have been arrested for different offenses, some of them involving violence as well. The newspaper pointed out that drug use is common among the migrants in the caravan and highlighted a knife attack by a Honduran migrant against another immigrant from Haiti. The fact is that these migrants, who have problems of addictions, who are using drugs on the public highway, become highly vulnerable to recruitment by local delinquency to turn them into drug dealers and possible victims of crime, the paper stated. The Mexican government is also starting to see things clearly. As the Trump administration repeatedly said, allowing unvetted people to enter the country is ludicrous, and given the circumstances surrounding the migrant caravan, knowing who is criminal and who isn't is extremely difficult. Thus, Mexican authorities are trying to verify the identity of lawbreakers and deport them by using their version of ICE, while the left insists on a disbandment of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Mexico's version of ICE, known as the Instituto Nacional de Migración, helps to detect and deport people who have committed crimes, according to government security official Marco Antonio Sotomayor Amezcua. Meanwhile, the migrant caravan situation has gone from bad to worse, and the mayor of Tijuana has called it a humanitarian crisis. Furthermore, Mexican citizens have started to protest against the migrants. The mayor of Tijuana, Juan Manuel Gastelum, declared a humanitarian crisis in the city in the face of the extraordinary situation that is experienced by the arrival of thousands of migrants, El Sol reported. The city can no longer deal with the matter, insisted Gastelum. Marco Sotomayor, the Secretary of Public Security, said that 104 migrants received administrative sanctions and 4 were turned over to the public prosecutor for crimes of theft, fights and outrages, while the rest have been for the crimes of possession of drugs, drunkenness on public roads and causing disturbances. President Donald Trump and his fellow Republicans have been called racists for saying that the U.S. needs to think twice before letting the migrant caravan into the states, but now, it's the Mexican government realizing that ideology and reality are two different concepts, a fact that liberals don't want to accept.